All right, so bad news first. Um, Bad news first. Okay, so last night we were up mad late, and we were on iBuyPower, or sorry, CyberPower PC, and I got the confirmation and everything. Essentially, I got a really solid PC. It wasn't everything that I wanted, but it was enough just to keep me satisfied. The reason why I'm buying a new PC is apparently I don't know, you know what's weird? It's only when I stream this happens. Very rarely other times, but my mouse and my keyboard will die. Every stream that I have, it'll probably happen this stream, but every stream, what is this? I guess I said to the... Damn, I said from the wrong one. Anyway, sorry. Every stream has stopped because of my mouse and my keyboard will just die. It's just the mouse and the keyboard. I've tried unplugging everything. I've tried reducing stuff, taking stuff out, which you know what, I'm about to do that right now, actually. Trying to figure out which ones are which. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, the shit will die, and I have to restart stream. And it's just really fucking frustrating. And I do plan on playing a lot of games that do have a hardcore mode. And I don't know how I would react if my character died when if something, you know what I mean? Like if I have a hardcore character and it dies because of that. Like for example, right? December 6th, Path of Exile 2 comes out. It's a what do you call it? There is a hardcore mode. I won't be playing hardcore at launch, but like at some point I will, and I will be streaming it. So I don't want to die from that. Or also WoW Classic is really popular again with the hardcore mode. I really enjoyed that. So like just thinking like that would be hell. So I did end up going to iBuyPower, grabbing this PC, decided to build it on my own, and I'll get to the reason why I didn't want to build my own, Zach. So essentially, like I was going for a 4080 Super, Ryzen Series 7, 9550X. You know, it was a very good PC. Quite a bit of money on it. It was going to be a beast. I also do a lot of editing, video editing and stuff like that off of my PC. So like it was going to be a workhorse. I mean, I beat the hell out of my PCs, to be honest with you. Like they're always on. I'm always doing something. I'm always pushing it to its limits. And I ordered it last night, and then got the order confirmation, and then I also got a separate one this morning. And then, today was a busy day. So then I get an email, and essentially it's telling me that my order they say it's going to take 5 to 10 business days to process it, which is fine. I expected that. I knew I wasn't going to end up getting the PC by the 6th, but I also got rush shipping so I could get it there, whatever. And I got a good deal on it. Like it was actually a very solid deal. I'm not gonna lie. And then I got a message again from CyberPower letting me know that my PC will not. It says due to current operating conditions, we are unable to process your order as a rush. Please reply to this. Let us know to proceed without rush. It's a standard processing time of 2 to 3 weeks. What up, Click-Clack? It's a processing time of 2 to 3 weeks. And, I was just like, that's a fucking bummer. And then again, like, it's not everything that I wanted, but like when you're here's the thing, right? If you're on a budget PC, sure, cool, right? But I'm a person that I will use the fuck out of my computer. There's no doubt about that. So I will probably be canceling this order because I don't want to wait that long. I haven't haven't canceled it yet. It's still in process, but I started going on PC Part Picker, and I priced everything out, and not including the price, because I'm not going to build my own computer. I'm going to say that right now. I'd rather spend 2 hours doing anything else. I hate it. When I built my computer like 2 or 3 times, I hated it every time. There was always some type of issue. It's just frustrating. It's not fun to me. I don't have any enjoyment doing it. It's a fucking chore. Rather watch paint dry. So with the price of me, because it was again, it was a 4080 Super. I downgraded my so the Ryzen CPU that I want right now is an AMD Ryzen 9 9550. But after going down rabbit holes and researching it, it's not that great for gaming, and there are like issues with it. So like the one I settled on was the one I should have just went for in the first place, which was the 7950X3D. Again, like it's not that much of a difference in every single one of these CPUs, and everything that I'm getting is a 40% upgrade or 30% upgrade from what I currently have. And the PC, when I got it pre-built, well, it was gonna be built for me, with shipping, with tax, was like $3,400. When I priced everything out and I got everything, including some of the stuff like with the current Black Friday deals, because Black Friday deals have already started on like Newegg. I got like I got some new stuff. Like for example, let me see if I can find it real fast. There's some really like the case that I'm getting. I do want to get a special case. I mean, and this was, of course, these things are going to be more expensive because I'm deciding to get a little bit more like expensive version of it, right? But I want y'all to see this. So I want to get the Kraken Elite. And just for the record, yes, I'm getting stuff based on aesthetic. I want my computer to look cool. And then what you're going to see here is you're going to see the case that I'm getting. So originally this was the CPU cooler that I wanted, but I'm good off of it. I actually like the customization options with the Kraken 360. But this is the PC case I'm getting. I like the shape of it. I like the LED screen. I like the aesthetic. It comes in white. I'm building an all white build. I got my graphics card. I spent an extra $100 on my graphics card just to for the white version. You know what I mean? Like all that shit. So basically, for me to build it, regardless of the extra $400 I'm spending for like some bells and whistles, it's still, even if I didn't get the bells and whistles and got the same exact build, it would have been like $500 more expensive, and that's not including paying someone $150 to build it. Probably another it would probably be $175 to build it and have someone do like cable management with it, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just very like I'm telling you this because I'm not joking. I spent hours tonight, and I mean hours, researching. I mean, for me, I was like, I'll just get all the parts. I'll find deals it's my job. I'll find deals in the parts and all that other shit, and I'll just pay someone locally to fucking build it. Not a big deal, man. And it was just significantly more expensive. And I remember when I was building the computer that I'm currently on, it had the same thing where I was like, damn, I'll just have someone build it themselves, or I'll just have someone I know build it, and it was an extra like $400. So it's the same old same, man. I'm really kind of good off of it. I think pre-builts are it, but like, so here we are. So I'm gonna talk to Cyberpower PC tomorrow, and just see like, hey, what are my options if I wanted to switch some things around. I'm not in a super rush to get this PC, but ideally I wanted to get something before Path of Exile 2 released. Like, I don't know if you guys are, I don't know if you guys are in my Discord, if you care to be. I don't know who's in here anymore. It's pretty dead, but I don't blame anyone. But because I stop and start, but I've been very active on creating, so I was making a lot of content by clipping up stuff from my streams and then uploading them over to YouTube. But like today, I spent a few hours making a beginner's ascendancy class guide in preparation for Path of Exile 2, and I also made a video I think yesterday just talking about just beginner stuff in terms of the character classes. And like today, the video, when it was done, I didn't even realize it, man. I yapped for like 18 minutes and like just made sure everything was, as digestible as possible. And I want to do that with whatever PC I have. Now, here's the thing, right? I am very bothered about my current situation with my PC, of it locking up on me, and I'm trying to troubleshoot it, but it comes at the expense of me ending streams earlier or killing the vibe. Like, I just want to set up, play games, stream, end stream, upload, and get the fuck out of the way. I don't have a lot of time to be doing stuff. So when, like, for example, the other night, we were playing Subnautica on stream and the shit crashed, and Subnautica does not have an autosave, and it blew like an hour and a half of time. I'm very particular when it comes to games, and it didn't save, and I was like, I'm not playing this shit anymore. I'm gonna go AMD. From what I am reading, all the Intel chips are degrading very fast and cooking themselves, and that is why so many people are going for the 9950 series. The 9950 AMD Series 9, because it's cheaper than Intel chips. It's cheaper than Intel chips. It performs on par with them. AMD is really coming up with that. So I'm like, I personally, I'm not married to any side of that. I don't care. But I will say that I just don't. I buy computers once every 5 to 6 years, just because of how much I use my PCs, especially when now, since like beforehand, I wanted to make sure I had everything in one, and my work is very much like I got to use a lot of RAM for my job. It's a workstation for sure. It's a workstation first, and then gaming second. But now it's like it's a workstation. And then on top of that, I do a lot of video editing now, and it's just, rendering stuff and things like that. And I put that second, gaming comes third. But now, since I have, the desire to want to create content, and like, I didn't think I was ever able to, a pet peeve that I have would be like, I want to create, not like, I don't want to do a bunch of reacts. I understand reaction content is good for channels. I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people lean on it too hard, but like, I want to put stuff out where people like get into games because of me. Like when I was playing, we were watching together and it was reaction, like when I uploaded it to YouTube, but when we were watching the Path of Exile 2 content from the end game video that was like an hour and some change long, there's people that would never, in this channel, in this community, that would never have played that game until, saw me playing it. So now I want to do that to more people, So like I'll make a standalone video for Path of Exile, no problem. I'll like today I put out the Path of Exile video, and then I also put out a reaction to the new Marvel Rivals map, the Antarctic one from the Hydra base. And to be honest with you, like I've always been a variety streamer, and it's always been streaming, but like I've never been like, hey, I'm gonna create content for this. I feel like I want to create content for 2 games specifically, and that's for Marvel Rivals, and that's for Path of Exile 2. It's really frustrating that they're coming out on the same day, but the game is the game. Like I said, tonight, I read a whole bunch of troubleshooting stuff. I updated my I downloaded drivers for my motherboard. I updated my BIOS because I was reading that a lot of people had the same issues with me with OBS and it freezing up their the USB, and it was like a USB overload, and hopefully it fixes it. And if it does, then I won't even get a new PC, to be honest with you. I could do it on this one just fine. I'm just kind of like, well, if this one's kicking the bucket, because it's around 4 years and I've probably beat this computer up more than any computer I've ever had, I'm just gonna end up getting a new one. It's about time. Fuck it. Yeah, do not buy an Intel until next gen. Yeah, I don't plan to. Intel is in the mud currently. I only con about AMD because I had Intel is hella updates consistently. Yeah, I have noticed that on mine, but I will say this. I think one of the biggest complaints about AMD for the longest time before they became viable was that they didn't have any updates and they were slow to update. And that was with their graphics cards too, which is, like I said, like I'm happy that they're getting the support that they need right now. So that's good for everybody involved. So for me, I'll take a lot of updates over no updates, right? Like that's real. So yeah, I went down a pretty heavy rabbit hole just learning about the ins and outs of the AMD software, AMD CPUs, and most of them don't even use all their cores. I don't know, man. Like I was talking to my girlfriend today about 4K gaming and then also explaining about the 1440p stuff, and now it's looking like, after researching a little bit more, since the 4090 to me, I just don't think spending $2,000 on a single graphics card it's not appealing to me. I don't play video games on my PC that much. As much as I use my PC, I don't plan on doing something like that. That just doesn't sound like something I want to do. But like, there's a lot of tests and frame rates and stuff, and like I said, everything that I have in my cart currently, from Newegg to Amazon, everything is a complete upgrade by tenfold. I have a 3090 graphics card. It's a good graphics card. I could run Cyberpunk on some very high settings and it works just fine, and I'm happy with it. I game on 1440p monitors. I'm Gucci with all of that. That type of stuff does not piss me off in the least bit. But it's if I'm going to end up getting a new PC, then I might as well just get whatever the best is out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, it was like, to me, it was 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Like I was like, okay, this is still a very good graphics card. No matter what, it's a good graphics card. It's still viable. We're about to be into the 5000 series, right? It's like, when does 5000 series come out? Well, that was leaks saying by the end. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Early 2025 is when the 5000 series drop, and I'm just like, well, if I fix this and the 5000 series is out, cool. But everyone's talking about tariffs, and I think Trump today said that he promises that he will put out 25% tariffs on everything from Mexico and Canada. So I don't know. So I'm kind of racing against time, where if I get a new PC, the 3090 is going into my girl's PC, and because it's still, I mean, she doesn't stream, and even if she decided to, it's still good enough to do it. You know what I mean? I'm still on the 20 series. Granted, I haven't pushed my PC anywhere near the breaking point. 10% from China. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's what I'm saying. It's like the 20 series ain't bad. 30 series ain't bad. 2080s were good. 2090s were good. I mean, I had a 2080 Ti for the longest time, and I was streaming on that fucker for 6 years, 7 years. I was, you know, I don't want to get a dual PC setup. I think that's, I mean, I hate that. I hate the setup. I don't understand what the appeal for a double PC setup for streaming is. You know, if you could do it all from one rig, then let's do it. I understand it's not as intensive on it, but if I'm spending thousands of dollars, man, I want to beat this fucker into the ground. It's going to do everything I need it to do, you know? A 2080 is great for a dual PC setup. Yeah, I think I still got the 2080. It's still good. It's still good, man. So that's just kind of like where I'm at with that. Oh yeah, I've been drinking again. Nothing crazy, just a end of the day type shit. Like, all right, today was a great day. When I got home and started doing some work stuff, what's crazy is when people realize that I'm free and available, I get hit up, like, and usually it's all at once. And you know, my yellow bubble and went to green bubble, and then I had like 4 messages, and it was just hectic. It was just hectic. So, with that being said, it's just like I just needed some time, you know. I wanted it, with all that happening, it pushed like my evening time frame off by a little bit, because what ended up happening was I wanted to do this research for my PC build. Let me show you guys anyway. And like by the time I was ready to click order, I was just so like defeated, because I was just like, why am I gonna end up spending more money on this shit? This is the actual PC that I want, and let me show you guys. One moment. And like, again, I'm very grateful, and I'm in a good position where, you know, I could afford this. But then also, again, this is like my bread and butter. I'd be doing a lot on my PC. So the Ryzen 9 7950X 3D. This is a very, very solid upgrade from what I have currently. The NZXT Kraken Lake 360. This is bells and whistles. I don't need this, but I never really built a computer. Like, my computers are pretty. RGBs all over the place. But I don't look at my PC. This PC, and my girl was talking to me. She's like, you should make things with the intention of making them look good, because it just gives you a better aesthetic and feeling into the room. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna listen to her. So I was like, I want an all white out PC. The MSI B650, there's a white version of this that I'm gonna get. The Corsair Dominator Titaniums, I'm gonna grab those. I need RAM. RAM is very important for my PC, just for what I be doing. G-Skill Ripjaws, I was grabbing those. But I'm, you know, it was one. Oh, sorry. The Dominator is currently out of stock. Yeah, they played the fuck out of me, dog. They basically said, and you know what? Like, I'll be real with you. Why do I have, yeah, Zach? It was because that RAM was out of stock everywhere. And I put this Ripjaws in there, and I just didn't think about it. Essentially, Vega, they said due to working conditions, they were not able to get me my PC, and it was gonna be 2 to 3 weeks. And then I read another thing saying certain items would make it 5 to 7 weeks, and I was just like, I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna build my own shit. Samsung 99. Yeah, it was just, I was like, fuck it. And then, but like, here's where it's iffy, right? Like, not everything's here. I didn't put the video card in here, right? I'm spending $1,100 on the video card. You know, it's after I pay someone to build it, 'cause I'm not doing it. I don't care. Like, I understand people still want to build their own PC. I have done it. It is not a badge of honor to me. I hate doing it. I'm not going to do it. After paying someone to do it with tax and all this other shit, it's going to cost a fuck ton of money to do this. And also, buy me a $6 and let me, when all the shit gets in, you'll build it. Are you serious, bruh? If nah, I couldn't. Nah, man, I'd have to pay you, dude. I find this shit like pulling fucking. I hate this shit. You don't understand how much I dislike. I mean, look, man, I would appreciate if you did that shit. I gotta learn how to like be cool with people doing shit for me. I hate having or asking people to do anything for me. I wish I had that gene in me. I wish I had that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I don't have that in my brain. I'm not a creator with my hands as much as I wish I could be. Like, I like making minis. Those are cool. But, like, getting in there and fucking cutting my fucking arms and hands up, putting this shit in a screw drops to the bottom of it, I want to fucking off myself. Essentially, damn, bro. Like, that means a lot. Like, I really appreciate that shit. That's really cool of you to even offer that. The 4080 Super that I want is again, I'm paying more to for aesthetic shit, and you know, the one that's at what do you call it? The one on Newegg is currently not on here, I think. Newegg.com 4080. RTX 4080. It's this one, the Gigabyte. It's $1129. This is the one that I want, just because it's white. But it's fucking. I watched a video on this shit, and this thing is a brick. If you hit somebody with this shit, you're dying, bro. So I have all of this shit in my cart right now, right? So this should be good today, basically. This right here, this is the one I wanted to grab. I'm wrong. There isn't a white version. That was the i9. Give me 1 second. It's the new ones. So, hold on, it's the i9 1300 something, I think, like that. I don't have the correct one. 13th and 14th gen. There you go. Yeah, those were the ones where like they were basically cooking themselves. Yeah, and that, so okay. Some lore here, right? The reason why these are still in such demand, and then the 9950X 3D or 3DX or whatever, because they were waiting to see what happened with these. And there's another one coming out too. Like, AMD is really just kind of shooting into a corpse right now. When it comes to, like, I don't particularly care for their graphics cards, but this is it. So this is the one that I wanted, the Gigabyte GeForce 4080. Let's see here, video cards. Yeah, this is it right here, right? So this would be it. It's compatible, right? This right here, I thought it had a white version. It does not. I hate my life right now. I really want a white. I'm sorry, like, I'm really like being a snob about it, but if I'm paying $3,000 for something, bro, like, fuck you. I want that shit to look like clean as a bitch. Got that. I'm getting the case. Like I said, it should be releasing tomorrow. Corsair got a white modular joint for $105. It's doing its thing. It's 850 watts. I haven't paid for an operating system, which I should be getting that. And Rogue said something last night about updating my 1440p monitor, and I'm not gonna do that now, but like I'm not really understanding what else I need to upgrade. Codus, what's up, man? Yeah, you weren't here yesterday, but essentially, like I'm having computer issues, and I bought a computer from iBuyPower, and they basically said they're not going to ship it for like 5 weeks instead of me paying for the rest shipping. But like I have a good, I'm happy with my monitor. I understand, like, you know, maybe getting a 240 hertz might be it. I have 160 I think hertz or some shit like that. But like I just, and then 4K gaming, I really want to see what 4K gaming looks like before I like really make a decision, because I could, with this build, I could definitely, it's 4K OLEDs. That's what he was saying. Yeah, hold on. That's what he was saying. I couldn't understand what he meant by that. These are them. I mean, still, it was a 32 inch, right? What's the 32s? Where's the 32 inch joints? Are there 32 inch OLEDs? There you are. I'm confused. The Samsung G7. 32 inch. I didn't even see a price yet. Let me see this. Is this it? What up, Psycho? Oh, I have an LG OLED in both of them in my house. I'm familiar with OLEDs. I just know that monitors are a different beast of a situation, right? So, I mean, $579 for something that I'm going to use on a daily basis. See, this is where I will cheap out on pants. I will cheap out on clothes. I will cheap out on a lot of things. I will buy a Herman Miller. I will buy a fucking good monitor, and I will spend money on my fucking PC. Well, here's where I'm at with this, right? So this is, we're gonna get to this, right? Let me get to the Black Friday part. So all of this is here, okay? And this is a solid build, right? Again, I'm not adding in my cart from Newegg, right? And I also have my Amazon cart, which has the other parts to it. Where's my Amazon cart? I got two things in my Amazon cart, which is so $264 currently in my Amazon cart, and this will all get here tomorrow, right? So the Corsair, all this stuff, right? Cool. So $264.98. On top of, am I missing anything here is what I'm trying to figure out. No, got the Corsair, got the height, got the Gigabyte Aero, that's there. Got the Samsungs, got the Ripjaws. Did I have the Ripjaws in my Newegg cart? Yes, I do. I got the B650, got the Kraken Elite. The Kraken Elite should be in here. It is. And then the Risen. Everything's here. Everything's here. So, like, let's see here. Let me total it out. Because, yeah, I was looking at it, and I was really frustrated, and I totaled it out, and I was just like, fuck me, man. That's just a lot of money, and I don't want to, I don't want to spend. Seriously, it's the holidays. I'm gift giving. I got a lot of stuff going on with wrestling, some investments there. It's really like it's a level of guilt that I have when I want to spend money on myself. Like, if it's anybody else, my girl or whatever, I'm not giving a fuck. I'll buy her whatever she wants. But like when it's something for me, I don't want to buy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for myself at least, and that's sad. So everything will get here. Yes, I didn't get. So I'm not counting the paste. I'm not counting that. I'm not counting wire extenders. I didn't do all that. Everything here is $32.68. And you know what? Let's see here. Let's double check one more thing, because I think I have points on Amazon, so I might not have to go out of pocket with that. Actually, I wouldn't have to go out of pocket with that, so that takes it out, so I could use my points for that on Amazon. Hold on, we might be able to pull this off. Yeah, today is it's her birthday. She's out cold. Yeah, today's her birthday. I'm taking her out today. No, okay. Well, Nolan just offered to build it for me. I'm gonna pay him, but here's what I'm gonna say, right? I'm gonna keep all of this in my cart. This is what I was gonna get to. I'm not gonna get this before, no matter what happens. This is not happen. Like, I'm not doxing myself, am I? Hold on, where am I? No. At earliest, everything comes just to ship here December 9th, which is 3 days after PoE 2 comes out, right? Okay. Because of that, if it's not going to be there the day of or the day before, then I'm not going to wait 2 to 5 weeks. That's just out of the fucking question. But what I will do is I'm going to turn it into a game. I'm going to see how low I can get this shit to on Black Friday with discount codes, all that shit. And then we ball. So we'll see. And then here's the other thing. Like, I really mean it when I say this. Like, if I buy this PC, not only will I be using it for a lot of stuff on West Coast Pro, but I mean it. Like, bro, I have been creating content, not streaming, creating content. I am going to legitimately be like, hey, in order for me to stream, I need to make $200 a month just so I can pay for the PC. And then I'll be cool. You know what I mean? Then I'll be cool. I'll be able to justify it. Because if I can't make $3,000 through streaming, I shouldn't stream. I'm sorry. It's my brain's. I'm broken. That's how my brain works. I'm so sorry, chat. But that's just, that is the way that my mind works. And it's gross, but it is what it is.